Alright, I have in this box NERF's first half-length blaster, the Stryfe X. And today I'm going to open it up, take a look at it, and then I'm going to take it outside and get some actual hands-on experience with the blaster. Now, Hasbro did send me this unit, courtesy of Out of Darts, so thank you Hasbro, thank you Luke, and I'm actually really excited about this, which is funny because I haven't been excited about a NERF blaster in a long time. Okay. Box. The first ever NERF Pro half-length dart, which is technically a true statement. Nice little forward from Luke. And there we go. The Stryfe X. Let's see if I can get this out of here. Alright. Is this a box in a box in a box? This must be instructions. iPro, which is actually ANSI rated iPro. It's actual iPro, which is interesting. And the USB-C cable for the battery, because the battery is USB-C chargeable. Then we've got, this is probably the battery. Yep, that is the new battery pack. So rechargeable LiPo, 11.1 volt, and some certifications. Oh, I feel blaster. Nope, I lied, darts. So these are the new waffle darts. They're actually like a really cool shade of orange. It's like an orange red. Actually, it's really close to my orange. Okay, there's the actual blaster. And the magazine. Anything else? Nope. So this is the new magazine. It's textured on one part, smooth on the other. This is interesting because this plastic feels weird. It's like unusually smooth. I think this might be like a cheaper plastic than usual. It has like some flex to it, but it makes sense because the mags are really cheap, like in terms of cost. The actual build is fine. These seem fine. They're not like flexing or anything, but they are cheaper than this. And then we have it. It has like a warning. Is it a sticker? No, it's, yeah, that's like printed onto it. So it just says eyewear required, just permanently, I guess. It's on a separate piece. You could take this off, but that's a little weird. So, battery goes in, nope, other way around. Okay, so this is like a battery release right here that I apparently don't know how to operate. Okay, 2-button lock. You push this down and then pull this, and then you can take the battery out. That's an unusually complicated lock for a battery, but that's okay. We have our giant motor block. Jam door is still there, but it's half as wide. Yeah, so you can still get in there. Mag release is really snappy, which feels good. No gravity drop, though. Still have to pull it. So there's a safety down here, and there appears to be a trigger lock. Oh, that trigger feels really good, though. And obviously an oversized sling attachment point, which is great. So, I mean, it's a Stryfe. We all knew that. Everyone knows that. It definitely doesn't feel the same. It feels like there are some slight differences in the ergonomics, especially in the grip. This grip feels, if I overlay them, they appear to be the same size, so I don't know why. It might be slightly thinner, or it could have something to do with the texture, but it feels good. Weight balance is good. I was a little worried because of this battery hanging off the side that it would be like this, but weight balance is fine. It's not very heavy. Plastic quality is great. It's what you'd expect, or what you used to expect from Hasbro for these kind of blasters. Feels like Rival Blaster. But you already knew all that, so let's take this outside and do some pewing. Just as a quick aside to the build quality here, nothing in this is flexing. Nothing in this is flexing at all, which is partially because of the design being a block and having no hinges, but we've had a lot of blasters lately that have been really creaky, and this is not. This feels great. Alright, so I've got Stryfe X, 3 mags with the new NERF, what are these even? I guess they're just half-length AccuStrikes. Half-length AccuStrikes, Worker Gen 4s, Adventure Force Pros. And I'm aiming at a target very close to me because I'm currently in the shade, and out there is a barren hellscape, and I don't want to be in the sun. Dang it. Now I'm firing at a red dot. So that felt good. Snappy, hits hard. My spread was like maybe about this big, which at a distance this close is not amazing, but it's not unusual either. It is what it is. The trigger feels great. Love the trigger, and I love that there is no magazine lock. I can rev it without it. Also, talons fit fine. They are a little bit thicker, I think, than the NERF mag. There's more friction in the insertion and removal of this magazine. It does not feel nearly as good. The magazine that came with it feels great. All right, let's put some more rounds through this. You know, there's like a distinct snappiness to this when it fires. Like, it's partially just the sound, but it's something to do with the mechanical drive when it finally contacts the flywheel. I think maybe because the pusher is longer than usual, it's just like it picks it up, and you can feel it and you can hear it. It's just like this, like, crack, crack, crack. It feels really nice. I'm just so used to like electronic triggers at this point that I kind of forgot what it feels like to use a good mechanical one, so, you know. So here's the thing. Nothing here surprises me, which I think is the best thing of all, because, you know, basically this is a modded Stryfe. It feels like a modded Stryfe. The question was, is it better, or at least equivalent to something that we can build ourselves? And I will say that this feels great, build quality is great, performance is great, it's consistent. There is nothing wrong with this as far as I can tell. And ultimately, in a commercial off-the-shelf blaster, that's all we can ask for. Obviously, we can build whatever we want. We can tune it the whatever way we want, we can do whatever we need to do. But for people who can't do that, or don't want to do that, this is the kind of thing they're stuck with. And this is great. Now, I've seen a lot of people complaining about the price tag. This is about $120-ish. Wait, is that true? Is it 120 or is it 130? Amazon NERF Stryfe X. 120. It's $120 US. And for 120 bucks, you're getting the blaster, the battery, 1 magazine, the iPro, and 30 darts. That's not bad. I've seen a lot of people say, like, well, I can build a Stryfe for cheaper than that. And you can, absolutely. But if you really think about it, if you're starting from nothing, buying a shell, let's say you get lucky, you get one for like $5-10 bucks. But then you need flywheels, motors, micro switch, a short dart adapter, a short dart pusher, a LiPo battery, a charger for your LiPo battery, which you can cheap out on, but you probably don't want to. And that's already kind of getting up there, even if you assume that you have all the tools, because if you don't have all the tools, then you also need a soldering iron, and solder, and wire, and screws, and all that kind of stuff. So yes, it is cheaper to build this yourself, but it's not a whole lot cheaper, and if you're not willing or able to do it, this is totally fine. And I can already say that it's more reliable and better feeling than the Mark III, which is obviously much cheaper, but it definitely feels cheaper. The quality and the price of this to me seem totally fine. The main reason that I wish this were a cheaper setup is just that NERF stepping into this game is going to drive players into our hobby, finally. But not at $120. Nobody's walking down the aisle and like sees something that's $120 and buys it as an impulse purchase. That's just not going to happen. So they definitely need a cheaper blaster in the pro line to onboard new people. If you're already kind of in the hobby and you know this exists, then great, and you might pick it up. But I just don't see a whole lot of outside people grabbing this on a whim. One thing I did note that's kind of weird. There's definitely some drag on the pusher. It's pulling my top dart back a significant amount, which isn't a problem, but it's indicative that it's dragging on there, and that kind of thing has led to problems in other blasters in the past. So I'm going to do some more testing with like worn darts and stuff like that and see if it becomes an issue. Because the risk is if you have like two worn darts squished together and it drags them and pushes them at once, it can like jam everything, but we'll see. Thank you again to Hasbro and Luke at Out of Darts. Enjoy this, and I look forward to using it and getting some gameplay footage and a more thorough review after I've had time to actually put it through its paces. And if you're new here, you can check out one of my videos right up here, and maybe you like the kind of things that I do and you want to see more of me. Who knows?